We're back, episode 3.
Nice.
Episode 3. So Rob brought in a surprise drink. Don't know what it is.
We got a surprise.
I was told to get a glass.
Get a glass for your live reaction.
What the fuck is that?
And we got a tequila flight.
Oh my god. A tequila flight or... Oh, it's both.
Tequila mezcal flight in a box.
Oh, these are cool.
Yeah, this was a Christmas present, and I need to
Tequila
get
mezcal sampling pack. 1 Blanco, 1 Reposado, 1 Anejo, and 1 Mezcal.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what all those mean, so let's crack it open.
We'll get to it. I don't know how we're going to do this, but...
Are we going to just do all of them?
I don't know. What we're going to do, really. Look at these. These things are pretty cool.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Right?
Well, we should start out with the Blanco, though.
Why is that?
Because it's silver. It's the silver tequila. Boom. They're all in little skulls. This is actually dope.
Yeah, we're going to have to...
I wonder if these are hand-painted. Do they look like it?
I don't know. They have, like,
Yeah, just take them all out, because fuck that box.
They have the descriptions on the box.
Well, I'll tell you what. The Blanco's silver tequila. I mean, I don't know the brand name at all. But Blanco's silver. Sangre de Vida. Oh, yeah, they're all Sangre de
The
Vida.
green one is the mezcal.
So you got the Blanco, the Reposado, which is usually aged from 1 to 3 years. It's a brown tequila.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And the Anejo, correct me if I'm wrong, is anything after 3 years.
The Reposado says right here it's a fruity aroma.
Oh, wait, did I get those backwards? Is Anejo 1 to 3? Oh, that's just the taste. No, I'm pretty sure. Well, Reposado, I'm pretty sure, is 1 to 3 years.
You know, we can get to it.
Yeah, fuck it. Do we just do one each?
I
Or do
guess
you want to
so.
split one? Fuck it, let's just get faded.
Even though I didn't really anticipate all this plastic on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of plastic here. You know, why do people make things to... Oh, wait, they got a thing right here. Why do people make things hard to open? Remember certain toys you would get on Christmas? And
of course.
You needed, you hoped you got scissors as well because it just was outrageous to open. Like, what the fuck?
These are, really hard to open, though.
Oh, here we go. I got mines.
You got one?
Oof.
I'll do the green one later because I'm not getting that one. That's a nice sound.
Yeah, that was. How many?
Oh, that one came right off. The red one. What's the red one? The Reposado. This one came right off.
These are 40%, 80 proof regular.
Oh, this is a lot for a Monday. Get faded on a Monday.
Getting faded on a Monday. Oh, getting faded on a Monday. So we decided yesterday that it's really unclassy to go out on a Sunday night. Only time you go out on Sunday is during the day. If you go out at night, you better already be drunk. You can't be sober all Sunday and then go out Sunday night. That just doesn't make... It's just not classy. Classy's more of a mind state.
It's really distasteful to be going out on a Sunday night and
really
making plans. I mean, come on.
I'm going to keep these skulls right here so they can see it.
Did you use all of that one?
Yeah, I just poured the whole thing.
Oh, really? I kind of want to try that.
My glass is dirty. Fuck!
Oh, that's on the inside? That's disgusting. Did you do your dishes?
I mean...
Would you put that in the dishwasher? It's a big old clump of...
That's disgusting.
Garbage on that glass. I was going to try it, but not anymore.
We're going to do one of these. We're going to do a little filtration.
You're going to drink it out of the water bottle?
Yep, I just poured half of it on the floor, but that's okay.
Speaking of distasteful...
This is how we got down back in the day, all right? Tequila in the water bottle. I'm mad ghetto.
This is high school right here. See, that is low class.
This is definitely not
classy.
This
is Sunday night
This
right
is a
here.
Monday afternoon.
Drinking tequila in a water bottle is a
bottle.
Sunday night move.
Yeah. That's a back in the high school days. You go to the basketball game. You go to the hockey game, maybe. Yeah, sneak it in there. Oh, it's just water. I'm healthy, boy. You know?
Afterwards, mix that with some Gatorade.
Did you put your tequila in there?
Nah.
Oh, what are you doing? The Mezcal?
No,
that's the Anejo.
Anejo.
That's a pretty
Mezcal.
lit.
What's the one's the Mezcal?
That one. Or no.
Oh, maybe that is the Mezcal.
No, the green.
Oh, the green one's
the green one's Mezcal.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
For anyone listening to the audio, we're sorry for a bunch of confusion here.
Yeah, it's all right. Fuck y'all. No, just kidding. Love y'all.
But yeah, anyways, you save the Sunday mornings for a good brunch. That's classy.
Yeah, good brunch. Real classy. You know, you dress nice. You get fucked up.
Mimosa or screwdriver?
Start with mimosas. Do one Bloody Mary. Then you go to screwdrivers.
See, dude, I had 2 sips of a Bloody Mary. I didn't like it at all.
See, I can't drink more than 2 Bloody Marys because the tomato juice just doesn't really sit in my system. Like, I don't know. I just don't like it that much.
Finally.
Did you open all 3 of those?
No, I finally got the second one. Oh, wait, yeah, it did.
Oh, my God. This dude doesn't even know what he's doing.
Nah, the other one came right off. I forgot. Woo!
Yeah, you know what? If we probably just twisted it right off, that's probably...
Bro,
how
we
they would've
spent
came
5 minutes trying to open up little tequila things.
That's all right.
Skulls.
Love to see it.
Trying to get plastic off of
Oh,
it.
yeah. Also, just so you know, me and Rob just both came from the gym. I have not eaten. Have you eaten today?
I had some oatmeal before, actually.
Oh, okay. So you got
actually,
something.
funny
I
story
have
about
not
that. I had some oatmeal, right? And this is like, it's like the instant one. So, like, you know, like, we have the water dispensers with the hot water, the red one. The blue thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll pour the oats into a bowl.
Yeah.
And then I'll put some cinnamon in there, a little bit of sugar, and then I actually sprinkle some honey on top. And then I'll mix it around.
Yeah.
But usually I do the honey after I already put the water in there, you know. So I put the honey in there when it was all dry, and it was a dry mixture, and I didn't have a spoon, so I just stirred it with my finger real quick just to shake it up, and then I was gonna put the water in there and just let it soak and you know, and heat up. Well, yeah, I stuck my finger in there, and the honey was in there, and I just came out with oats all over my hand.
Oh, I hate to see it. Honey,
First thing I did when I woke up. Yeah, I don't know.
I cook Brussels sprouts with honey, but I have to like mush it all together.
That's a thing, Brussels sprouts and honey.
Oh, dude, I'm nasty. Don't even get me going.
I've never had a Brussels sprout in my life.
Oh yeah, I make good Brussels sprouts. I'll put you on.
I'm not.
I do chopped garlic, Brussels sprouts, olive oil, honey, and then I throw a little adobo on there because I'm Spanish.
Personally, I'll take sticky things over vegetables.
No, I love vegetables.
I wish I loved vegetables, but I don't.
Don't you not like fruit? Oh no, that's Jimmy. He don't like fruit.
Fruit,
Fucking weirdo.
really?
Yeah. Who doesn't like fruit?
All fruit?
You ever have strawberries cut up and then throw sugar on it?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Strawberries,
so
that's a classic.
Yeah.
I mean, immediately makes it unhealthy. Fruit is sweet
Oh,
enough as it
100%.
is, but
Yeah, 100%. But it's fire.
I like bananas.
I like a lot of fruits.
A little bit of peanut
I
butter.
like pears.
Peanut butter on the banana.
Nope. Fuck peanut butter. Peanut butter's gross.
Yeah, I know. We've been through that,
Yeah.
but I would definitely take sticky stuff over vegetables.
No.
We know about the corn.
Yo.
I know we have
That
a
was
lot of.
really loud. I gotta turn this down just to look at Ted.
I know we have a lot of inside jokes on here, but our boy Mike really hates corn.
Yeah, he really hates corn.
We definitely talked about Mike hating corn before. I remember that. But
Probably.
Mike lost the bet and he had to eat the corn.
He had to eat the corn. He only took one bite. He almost threw up. And surprisingly didn't really know how to eat the corn because he tried to bite through the cob.
Yeah, he threw the whole cob.
Yeah, through the whole cob.
He didn't
Like
know
he
that
like
much?
hurt his teeth.
Yeah, he's saying he hurt his gum.
Yeah, like he just tried to bite like it was like a chocolate bar.
Mike, you don't have any corn etiquette at all.
Nah, no
What
corn
are
etiquette.
you doing?
Also, he ate it raw. No butter, no salt.
You could see that.
Ugh.
I think that would make it tolerable.
What? Butter and salt?
Yeah, all day.
Oh, 100%. Makes it from
For him.
plain like nothing
From an
to-
outsider like him. You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Psst, weirdo.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, pour up so we can do our cheers here. We gotta get this tequila going.
So what am I drinking here? I'm drinking this Black Skull here. It's the Anejo.
Anejo. So it's gonna be brown.
Right.
It's gonna be aged
I like the smell
aged
of it, though.
more than 3 years.
Yeah, this glass ain't too clean either, but
No, that's clean. Cause I got that one out the dishwasher. Cause my dad, he likes to put shit in the dishwasher, but he don't like to turn the dishwasher on. The other day he goes, "You gotta do the dishes." I said, "Okay." He goes, "I did them yesterday, so whatever. I cooked. I'll do the dishes, no problem." By the way, I made him lunch, and he still made me do the fucking dishes. Whatever. So I did them, and I noticed the dishwasher was full. I said, "Are these clean?" He goes, "No, I put them in there." I said, "Well, why didn't you start the dishwasher?" He goes, "Oh, it wasn't full." It was fucking full. You maybe could put like 3 more forks in there. I'm like, bro, how lazy could you be?
I can't lie. I don't even know how to use a dishwasher. I always wash my stuff with my hands.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's good, but all you have to do is put it, like, you kind of rinse everything off, put it in there, and then put the soap in,
Yeah.
and hit start.
Does washing dishes ever gross you out?
Nah, I got over it.
Over it, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm completely over that, but also because my first job was like really odd. My first job was washing dishes in like a butcher department,
Yeah, that's weird.
which is like it gets disgusting and shit, you know.
Damn.
But my thing is like, I mean, I always make sure like dishes are washed. That's a pet peeve of mine. Actually, I'll get into the pet peeve. Let's do a cheers and take
Cheer.
a sip of this
We'll
first.
do a cheers and a moment of quick silence for Gigi and Kobe Bryant.
Gigi and Kobe.
Passed away yesterday.
We'll get into that too.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Perfect. Oh, that's actually really smooth.
I think the Anejo is a little. It's harsh.
Is it?
Yeah.
Usually that's smoother.
It's actually burning my chest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to try some of the silver?
Yeah, toss the water bottle over here.
Nothing wrong with drinking a little liquor out the water bottle.
Try this one. This one is smooth. That one's a lot lighter. That one's a little.
So I disagree. I think that's way smoother.
How's your
But I'm a bourbon drinker though, so I guess maybe I'm used to that.
Yeah, you've been putting me onto some bourbons too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm always a whiskey drinker at heart, but bourbon's a little more sophisticated than that. I mean, I hit you up on Christmas Eve. I went out with my family.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, I went out with my family, and I texted Kev real quick, and I'm like, Kev, give me a bourbon.
Oh yeah, I think I said Angel's Envy.
Angel's Envy, yeah, and then the waiter just looked at me and said, "Oh, you know your stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
Yeah. Quick text to the boy.
I text Kev, thanks. Thanks, Kev.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. Angel's Envy was good. We might have done that on a test run before in the podcast in preseason.
Oh yeah, we did Blanton's, which is the first single barrel bourbon ever made in Kentucky.
I remember that.
And that was our first test podcast, which is it's not like a crazy expensive bottle, but it's also not that cheap. And I wish we kind of just we could do that again because we never released that episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tragic events over the weekend. I know it probably touched you more than it touched me, but it sucked.
Yeah, it was for me. I mean, I'm sure you could speak on yourself. I could speak on myself. I'm a fan of basketball. I've been a fan of basketball for 16 years. Mm-hmm. I started watching when I was 4th grade.
Yeah, see, I never was a big fan, but I was in tune with what was going on.
Of course, and Kobe Bryant. You know more than enough.
100%.
It's just a guy that in our generation that was like our Jordan. I mean, Jordan. When I started watching basketball back then, that's when Jordan was on his way out.
Yeah, so he was on the Wizards.
Kobe was that guy. He already had the championships by the time we started really got into basketball. Yeah. He was on top. LeBron, his come up, he started in 2003.
Yeah,
and he's right there too. But
see, my thing, I was never watching basketball, but I mean, he was one of those people that you recognize for their mentality, obviously the Mamba mentality.
Right.
But it was just like he played with such ferocity and such like a competitive edge that it was just disgusting. And it reminded me, he's probably the closest, and not to say anything about LeBron, but like mentally wise, he's the closest competitor to Jordan in my eyes.
Yeah, he's known as like a carbon copy of Jordan, and when I think of Kobe and Jordan, I think of him as a 1A and 1B. You know what I'm saying?
They're both number one, but it's like...
But besides the same size and build, it was just like Kobe admitted that he learned everything from Jordan. He modeled his game, the mid-range, the fadeaway, everything he learned from Jordan. I
saw a video today, and it was like, the announcer was saying something about if you replace their jerseys, you wouldn't be able to tell who was who.
Exactly.
Like, that's how, step by step their moves were able to be.
Except Kobe came into the league more raw than Jordan. Jordan was I believe Jordan came into the league when he was 20.
Okay.
21, I think 20. But he had a couple of years at North Carolina. He had more of a polished game.
Kobe didn't go to college?
Kobe didn't go to college, but Jordan was much more of he was a polished player.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He had that coaching from college level.
He had that athletic build from the start, and so did Kobe, athletic. But Kobe was coming out of high school, 17 years old. He was the youngest player in NBA history at the time.
Yeah, that's great.
And to see this guy, and he had that mentality back then. Like he was telling people that he was gonna be, the greatest. He was gonna be better than Jordan.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, you need years in this league. You're 18. You don't know anything.
Yeah, but fuck it, go into with that mentality,
So for him, basically it was just him acting on it. It wasn't speculative. He was acting on it every year.
Yeah, every day.
He became that
every day.
20 years.
Shit, I'm like, dude, what am I doing? Like, you just never know, man. It just sucks. Like, dude's 41. Like, my dad's 49. Your dad's even older. It's just like to see a guy at 41 with 4 kids and with a 13-year-old, with his 13-year-old daughter. I mean, it's heartbreaking. It's sad to see. I mean, even for the other people too on the helicopter that also lost their lives, prayers to their families as well. But it's just when you lose an icon like that, and I think you said it yesterday, and I heard a couple other reporters say it and other basketball players, when you see a guy like that, you just think he's invincible to death. Like, he'll never go. And I think Kobe also said that at Michael Jackson's funeral. Because Al Sharpton was on NBC, and he said that there was a conversation, and it's like when you look at a guy like Michael Jackson, a Kobe, and any other icon that has passed, it just seems like these guys can't be touched. And then you see it, and you're like, oh my God, like how vulnerable are we? We're just regular fucking people.
Yeah,
But
I agree. That's what shook me up too. When I heard it, I spent 3 hours sitting in my chair, just like nonstop updates. I had to find out the developing story, what was going on. I had to hear other reactions: Shaq, Jordan, Magic Johnson.
I was waiting for Shaq. I was waiting for Jordan too. I still didn't see it. I mean, I don't know where the hell. I mean, I saw the Jumpman IG post something, but I don't think that was directly from Jordan.
Yeah, it was more of a press release for the corporate. Yeah, and I totally agree that it's almost like the guy's invincible. The way I look at basketball players, I'm a very big football fan too, but basketball I like a little more than football. I would have to say like I said, 16 years into this, and I look at basketball players the way that other people look at superheroes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm the same
Jordan,
way, but
Kobe.
I'm rappers though.
Yeah, exactly. So to see that, it's
totally
just like it's really like seeing a superhero go down, especially in his prime of his life. He was going into the second act. Just what you said before, the ferocity and the mindset. He carried over that mindset.
Relentless.
He carried over that mindset into the business world.
Yeah.
You know, now he was getting into venture capitalism. He was investing in other companies. He put $6 million in, and he put $6 million in a 10% stake into energy drink company that Coca-Cola bought out. That $6 million check that he gave already flipped to $200 million.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And people were speaking on his business mind.
Yeah.
He had it figured out already at 40 years old, and he was only going to do more greater things for the world.
And I seen this morning too, and you know what? I'll just say this before I say the next thing. Is the biggest thing that affected me is like, yo, that was your hero or whatever. That was so many people's heroes. Not particularly my number one guy, but you know, he's up there. But it's just like, it made me think like, damn, like Hove would have to be my number one. Jay-Z, if you don't know who Hove is. And it's just like, fuck. Like, to me, Jay-Z's invincible. Nobody can touch him. You know, and it's just like, if Hove goes, I swear to God, do not call me. Don't text me. I will be in my room crying. Like, literally. So that's why I was like, oh my God, like, what if it was Jay? What if it was, you know, fucking, I mean, probably the only person that I look up to like that, besides like a family member, would be like Jay. And it's just like, I can't imagine how people who grew up in that era that live in LA and were so influenced by that team in that era are feeling right now. I couldn't even fathom it. Never mind his, you know, I mean, obviously his family and all, you know, his friends are mourning a little harder. But like, it's just, you know, you look at that person, it's just like, fuck.
Well, you mentioned Michael Jackson before, and up to I think in my life, I've seen that large magnitude of a death, a high profile death like that.
Yeah.
But to see this one, I think is even bigger, and it impacts me a lot more. You're seeing around the world how much impact he had.
Oh yeah, I mean, Michael was obviously huge as well, but I think it probably affects our generation a little bit more because Michael was more 80s. Michael would be more of like our parents' generation that's going to be more affected. Like Kobe was like, you know, late 90s, 2000s, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So like that's right our era, our alleyway.
One other thing too was you mentioned that I think it was like a Facebook post and you saw someone say like I actually saw this comment and someone was talking like it's another celebrity's death, like you gotta move
like,
on,
who
like
cares?
everyone dies,
like, whatever,
like who cares? And I just thought it was like it was honestly just super disrespectful to hear someone say that because it doesn't matter who they are,
whether celebrity or not celebrity.
Because even me,
politicians don't matter.
Even I wasn't the number one Kobe fan, but I admired his mentality, and I could rattle off 5 Kobe stories off the top of my head right now because I admire it. He gives you a reason to keep going more than basketball.
And he's one of those guys you scroll on, like if you ever get caught in like a Facebook thread with a bunch of videos and like a Kobe highlight comes up, you're just gonna watch it just because it's like, oh my God.
You just have to respect the greatness when other guys were like goofing off when he was in the Summer Olympics, like he was the guy pushing them harder.
You know what's crazy about that? I don't know if it was Marlon or Damon Wayans. He posted a picture of them on the sideline. He was like dapping him up or whatever, and he said something about another teammate. You know, just joking, whatever, bullshit. And then he later saw him in the club, and he told Kobe, he goes, greatness, you can't find greatness in the club. And he goes, you're right, and he left. So it's like, he said that he never seen Kobe really partying like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure he had business that had to be handled at the club or whatever, but he didn't stay. Yeah. It's just like, that just shows you, like, he didn't get caught up in that, oh, I'm a celebrity, I'm a famous basketball player, like, I could do whatever I want, whatever. But I mean, I think a lot of those people that were saying like stuff like that, like, oh, who cares? Like this, that, and the third was before it was announced that he was with his daughter. Like, and it's just like I feel like it's awful, terrible, tragic that Kobe died, but like to be a father, I'm not a father, but to be a father, you would probably understand like to see your daughter and just know what's about to happen and there's nothing you could do about it. I mean, that's just like, ooh.
It's absolutely heartbreaking.
It's just terrible.
With
it's
the
like,
whole
and they were on the way to her basketball game.
And that's my point too. Is I mean, Kobe squeezed. I always thought about it like this. When I think of Kobe Bryant, he squeezed every ounce of his being into basketball.
Oh yeah.
You know, and he died simply being a great father, supportive father, and back to supporting his daughter, trying to carry on his legacy with basketball.
And
to be the coach.
I saw an interview. The reason why he traveled, I don't know if you saw this. The reason why he traveled in helicopters is because the traffic in LA got so bad, to where his schedule was basically hit weights, bring the kids to school, go practice, and then helicopter to go pick them up, pretty much, just so he can make it, instead of being an hour, it's 15 minutes.
Yeah, just efficiency.
Because his reason was, he goes, I have to take road trips, I have to do this, I have to do that. Like, any minute that I can get with my kids, I have to do that. And, like, have a balance between family and basketball. So I'm like, to know that and just to die that way, it's just like, yo, he was only in that helicopter because that's what he wanted, like, to just look out for his family. He could have been an asshole and just been like, I can't go, I gotta practice, or I'm not gonna go through traffic or whatever. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna spend the money, get a helicopter, fly multiple people to where we gotta go. And it's just unfortunate that that's the way it had to go.
Yeah, he really managed his time like that. I remember, I think about like 6 or 7 years ago, I came across a blog post, and it was from a no-name practice squad player. He was in and out of the league in a few years. You know, no one really. I actually don't even know him. I can't remember his name, but I remember the blog post, and I could never find it to this day. I would always try to go find that from like 7 years ago. But he made this blog post, and he was talking about how this guy who wrote the blog post was a practice squad player, and he came in as like he was known as like a lockdown defender type playing style, and he was shocked when Kobe went up to him and acknowledged him, and he knew who he was because Kobe did his research on this guy, and he's like, hey, you're gonna wake up extra early with me, like 4:35 in the morning, and we're gonna practice before practice. And he challenged this guy one-on-one every single day, and Kobe would do crazy stuff. He would have one arm behind his back. He would only be allowed to score in the paint. He would do only floaters, like only fadeaways.
That's the only way you get better, you know.
And so he would take this lockdown guy and play him one-on-one, and Kobe would put himself at a huge disadvantage, and he would play him every day.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
That's how he challenged himself. And then he said Kobe would still do what you said, where he would go home and he would take the kids to school, and then he would show up for practice again. You know, and then go through with your whole practice.
Your whole actual day.
And it just like that story always stuck with me. I actually never saved that story, and I can't find it to this day.
Well, at least you remember the actual story. But that brought me back to what I was going to say before. I watched the final minutes of Kobe's final game, and I didn't realize that they were down. They were down like a significant amount of points in the fourth, like with 2 minutes left. And he went like 13, 14, 15 straight points and went off. Yeah. And I'm like, first of all, Jay-Z was there. Just saying. But, you know, I'm just like, yo, like that, he left on the highest possible level.
That's the part that always shocked me. I watched that game live for Kobe, you know. And that part truly shocked me, was how he went out on top. He was battered. He was coming off a torn, I think, a shoulder or maybe a rotator cuff, also a torn Achilles. I mean, at the age of like 36 or 37, you know, he was basically...
So it was 5 years ago, so he was 41. So yeah, about 36, 37.
You know what I'm saying? The guy was battered. He tore his Achilles in a separate game, shot 2 free throws, made them both, checked out, season's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, but in this last game, he still managed to score 60 points, shooting at a high percentage, nailing threes. He won that game.
You can't even be mad if you're the opposite team. Like, I would be so honored.
No.
That, like, you were even a part of that game.
Yeah.
Like, to be touched that floor the same night as Kobe's last fucking... I mean, I'm still waiting on LeBron's response because I feel like it's going to be a couple days.
Yeah. They got to play tomorrow, too, so you're going to visibly see what's going on.
Yeah.
With
it's just...
Los Angeles. So.
To look at Kobe's last tweet, Kobe's last Instagram post were both directed at LeBron. And obviously, you probably saw that story too, where LeBron, after he passed him in the scoring, he was like, "Oh, I got my first shoes from Kobe in Philly in 2001, and then they're playing in Philly, and he passes them out, and he's just like, the universe, this, that, and the third, and then the next day, boom, like, I would be shattered, like, I don't even know, like, LeBron, that's just crazy.
LeBron literally went on for about like 6 minutes after he passed him out in scoring all the time, and he just showed his gratitude and appreciation for Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, it's ridiculous the impact that he had. I mean, it's not ridiculous, but you really felt it yesterday. You still feel it today. You'll feel it tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it really did send shockwaves around the world. I mean, Kobe has shocked us time and time again. I mean, to see 81 points in the game, I'll never forget that day as well.
Like, I remember hearing about it. I definitely didn't see it.
Yeah, and it's there's so many unbelievable things with this guy. He really did shock the world and shocked us again yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
truly heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's awful. He leaves 3 kids and his wife. And I mean, shit, prayers to his wife, because I mean,
yeah,
you lose 2 in a day, like. And I seen the other victims, and I think there was 2 sisters of a different family that were in there. Another dad and his daughter, and another lady, which I don't know if she had relations with anybody, and obviously the pilot. And there might have been another person I'm forgetting, but I mean, you got other families that lost a dad and a child, and another family that lost 2 kids, and I mean, it's just fucking, oh God, I would never want anybody to experience any of that.
No,
ever.
Absolutely not.
No matter what the allegations is, and that's another people. I saw another person like, I saw this dude go, he gets what he deserves. He's a rapist. I'm like, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just ignorance. You cannot say something like that.
And again, I think that was before it was released that his daughter was in the fucking helicopter.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that people would still say that when he was with his daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like, how could you? And fuck TMZ too.
Yeah, there's some. It's not all. It definitely wasn't all pretty with the media yesterday. It was definitely messy.
No, but I mean, it's just imagine. If me or you go, it's going to be a police officer or it's going to be a doctor coming to our family and saying, yo, or, anybody. But now you're on your phone, you scroll, boom, Instagram post from some people you have no idea who they even are. Like, that's mad. I mean, I get it. I get why they did it, and fuck them for that reason. But it's just insensitive. It's terrible. It's bad taste. It's definitely not classy.
And that's how competitive it really is in media. Like, they don't, at that point, they're not caring about morality or ethics. They're caring about being first.
Yeah.
And really,
which is dumb because it's like once you're first, like everybody's gonna do it, so nobody's gonna really know if you were actually first.
Yeah, and that's really what they want.
I think you need to have real good substance. If you're gonna be in media, just have the good substance. You don't need to be first. It's not about who did it first, it's about who did it right.
For a fact.
That's it. That's it, man.
How's your camera battery doing?
Oh, we're rolling.
I was gonna say we could extend it at some point and just do a second take.
We could do it. All I have to do is get up and press it. We're on full battery. We could just keep it rolling. Then we'll go right into our basically 24.
Yeah, I mean we could just make a part 2 or just extend the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll just extend the whole thing.
We could do that.
But shout out to 24,
24, absolutely. 8 and 24.
It just makes it so surreal. Like, the day Jay-Z goes.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, we all have heroes, and even yesterday too. Even it's about remembering what they were about, and I think that inspiration. It really, honestly, that truly inspires me yesterday. To really go harder with what I'm doing, and I think I want to do things for the greater good and inspire other people just like that because it's the way that you're.
No, 100%, and it's cliche to say, but like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm changed. But it definitely affected me in a way where, like, I went in my notepad and I go, with the whole rapping thing, I go, why did I start this? And I listed, boom, 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 boom. Why should I stop it? And everything I listed when I said, why should I stop it? It was, to me, like, it was bullshit. And it was just, like, in hindsight of stuff, like, yo, we could really, like, die tomorrow. Like, if I was going to die tomorrow, I'd at least want certain things set in place. I don't know about you, but and I was saying it was cliche for me to say that I've changed, but I really want to start, living like any day could be that day.
It really can. It makes you seem more vulnerable.
Especially when it, like we said, like when it's a guy like that, it's just like fuck.
Yeah, the guy to me.
All the money in the world, all the connections in the world, all the resources, and
that hard work.
That higher power takes it.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the hard work really came through and gave this guy everything he could have imagined for a perfect life. So I would say, you got to try to see the silver lining. And yesterday it did hurt me because for one of those guys that I draw a lot of inspiration from. I could name like 5. I could name like Bruce Lee, Kurt Cobain, Kanye West, and Kobe's right up there.
Yeah.
My point is like to see one of my guys go down, one of my heroes like that. It did take
in a prime age too, where we're gonna remember.
I did feel that vulnerability, and it did take a hit because it's just like what are you here for? If anything could happen, what are you here for?
Yeah.
But then I realized this guy really did live his life to the fullest. And that's the way I really should be doing things.
100%.
And with a guy with this high magnitude of a death, like you're gonna be seeing this repeatedly for weeks, months, forever.
As it should, and it's just
I think it would be a constant reminder to myself at least to just be a better person, keep doing what I want to do. So
I saw another video today. He said he encourages everybody, and we've preached this, we've watched things that preach this. We've said it before, we'll say it again. Do what the fuck you love because you just never fucking know. And just go ham. And that's why, I said that the way I said that in my notepad. It's like, I wanted to visibly see why I think that I should stop making music or stop writing. And every single one, when I wrote it, that was in my head, like when I visibly saw it, I was like, wow, this is actually straight bullshit in comparison to what real life is actually about.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
What was the bullshit?
Like self-consciousness, being unsure, pressure, the grind of it, it was like, it wasn't even a lot of things, but it's just like those little things that go in your head when you start to do something. You're like, and then, you see somebody sign on Xbox, it just takes you away from that. You don't really have to face that like bullshit, So you kind of just dismiss it, and we'll go at it again tomorrow. But like when you have an attitude like that, you lose precious time, because tomorrow you go at it again, and that same thing happens again. But you have to face it. You have to face that like insecurity, that self-consciousness, that unsure, uncertainty, all that. You just got to face it. And I think I saw another video, and Kobe was saying, you got to go, just keep moving forward. Life goes on, one foot in front of the other. You got to produce. You got to, do whatever you want to do. My biggest fear is to be caught in something that I wouldn't want to do for the rest of my life. I wouldn't want to choose a career that I hate going to every day. And it's just like, if that's not the scariest thing in the world, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, it's scary to me as well. My thing too is being trapped. I don't like to be trapped in any sense. So that's why I could say even with podcasting, I can't say that I want a podcast for the rest of my life or be even a podcaster. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
But I truly do love being on here and expressing myself, thoughts, sharpening all kinds of publicity type skills and media skills and just being on here.
Research skills. Anything. Talking skills, being on camera skills, everything. And it's also great to communicate with the public, people that we don't know. We make new friends. We meet,
Yeah, and it's teaching us a lot of lessons. Even though we started this for fun, kind of bullshitting as a side thing, it really we learn a lot. And I've said this time and time again that it feels like I've been doing this for years, and realistically, it's been about 6 or 7 months.
23 episodes, 23 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, 23 weeks, but we had to 2 months off, I think, at the end of season 1.
Officially, we started back in June. So I would say about 7 months.
We should have. We should have released those unreleased fucking episodes while we were gone, while we were revamping.
Yeah,
we should have just released those audios. Just for fun.
That goes to show you how. If you guys could really hear how we started, they sound.
Oh my god!
In my opinion, they sound pretty awful.
It's awful.
Just no transitions or anything.
No,
it's just tough.
We're just fucking bullshitting, crazy.
It's really just about starting.
Yeah, no, even my dad, I'm like, yo, you ever listen? He's like, well, I listen to it on Instagram. I really don't expect him to listen because he's always on the move. But he was like, you guys sound like way better. Like even just as opposed to like last week to this week. It's always an improvement and it's always something newer and we hear suggestions from you guys and we try to take that into consideration too and just try to improve on everything.
Always trying to improve. I mean, when I think about myself, like I know what I'm here to do. I'm here to definitely express myself as much as possible and trying to live my life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Podcasting really helps me do that, especially even though this is something I do on the side. It's not like we don't do this. Isn't our main career. We don't make money off this, but it's something where we really we improve every day. We
enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's the process, and that's another thing. You got to be in love with the process, and the process of doing all this, putting this up, getting this table, getting this mic, doing these lights, figuring out how to fucking record. I mean, it's great. It's fun. I enjoy every step of the way of doing this. Like even I know you do most of the other post shit, but it's just like, even just setting up the camera, it's like, oh, we're about to get it going, we're about to get ready.
Yeah, it's fun, and that's why. We're always right here to encourage anyone to just really start what they like to do.
100%. Hit us up. We'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
We got a lot of free time anyway. Or come play Overwatch with us.
Yeah, play Overwatch. That's the game right there.
Yeah, no, speaking of Overwatch, we're back-to-back W's last night.
Back-to-back. We're on the come-up. I hope we got some Overwatch fans.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who plays Overwatch, even if you suck. Unless you play Widow and you suck, then we don't fuck with you. Or Hanzo.
But gaming is a real passion of mine, and I gotta stop feeling guilty about being passionate about gaming.
Oh hell no!
That's one
All
thing
we gotta do is start streaming, though. If we start streaming, it's fucking over.
I've been telling myself this because like, it's just like the olden days when we were kids and playing. Like you couldn't really make no money off playing video games, but now you can.
You can make stupid money.
I really hope that one day, just like what you could do with rapping, I could do with streaming, and I could really take off.
I'll do streaming. Fuck it.
Dude, low key, I would love to just do commentary for Overwatch games and just be going wild on the mic.
Will you ever see Juju streams?
Yeah, for sure.
From the
a
Steelers.
lot of high-profile people stream.
T-Pain, I think, streams
That's what
too.
I'm saying. I really hope I could circle back and start streaming.
Hell yeah.
Gaming is a real passion of mine.
Love it.
Even
though I never get the fucking credit.
Yo, speaking of that, we should touch on the arcade bar we went to on Friday.
Yo, dope. Southington Gamecraft.
Yeah.
Southington, Connecticut. It's called Gamecraft.
Was that their grand opening or?
No, I don't know what it was, but I mean, it was like a kind of like a private party. They're open though. They're open now, like to the public.
Yeah.
It was like some type of party. I don't know, but I'm almost positive all the games are 25 cents. Like that's it. It's not like $1 to play or anything like that. But
yeah, they had their own currency.
They had a full bar, craft beers. I had Captain's Daughter from Great Sale out in Rhode Island, which is just one of my favorite beers, double IPA. And I had a couple of those. I mean, it was great vibes. They had Guitar Hero, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, we had a blast on Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I was very surprised that my mediocre skills from when I was 14, 15 came back the other night. I played on hard and I beat Rob in one match, but he got me for like 3.
We were rocking out though. You really flourished.
Oh yeah, no, but
you were in like
the
93%.
only problem with that is I wish they had headphones because I try to keep up with the beat. I need to hear the beat and the rhythm of the song, and then I could do this shit. Mm-hmm. But there was one song when you played Stricken, I was like, I couldn't even read it fast. Like, I never mind play it. I couldn't even process it in my head.
It's quick.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy quick. I'm like, I haven't played guitar. If I give me a couple, days with it, I'd probably catch up. But it's like I can't jump in and play something like that.
Yeah,
that's just crazy.
I haven't played in a while. Probably just as long as you, but
easily.
I mean, since I play guitar, it's kind of easier.
I mean, who has Guitar Hero still laying around? Like, I don't even think they have one for Xbox One.
Yeah, Spence was bitching about his hands being too small, dude. You got 9-year-old kids that are on expert killing it, and you're worried about your hands being too small. You're a grown man, Spence.
Yeah, and you're bald, so you're like double grown man.
He wanted the solo keys from Rock Band that were all compact.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Mega thought shit. Come on, play the drums. Yeah, no, but I mean, they had Galaga, they had pinball machines. More importantly, again, open bar. I mean, not open bar, but like a full bar, liquor, beer. I don't think I saw they had Trulies. I don't think they had White Claws though.
I mean, the coolest thing I think that they had consoles at the bar and you could game.
Oh
while you're at
yeah,
the bar.
even though the input lag was actually disgusting.
Yeah, they have to calibrate their TVs, but besides that, it was actually a
but
blast.
nobody's in there going ham. Like they shouldn't. I don't know if they should have Overwatch. They should have like more like multiplayer, like a Madden
Rocket
or
Leagues.
like Rocket League or a 2K.
Madden, that would be dope. They could have gaming tournaments.
Yeah, 100%. And they get a projecting screen. If I had to say, they get a big projector.
Yeah.
And like then you could have like tournaments and shit.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you gotta limit it. You can't play fucking 6-minute Madden game, like 6-minute quarter Madden games. Like it's gotta be like 4-minute like quick games because you're gonna have people waiting.
But
shit.
I really like that idea. I've never seen that done before, where you could game at the bar.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming at all.
It was really cool.
But it would be dope if they expanded that. You could made it into something crazy.
I mean, they could be having tournaments and stuff.
Oh,
too,
I'd be there every week.
Hell
Fuck.
yeah.
I'm like, shit, we play at fucking home. Might as well go there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I wish some random wanted to catch some hands in Mortal Kombat, but they didn't really want it with me.
Yeah, I
was
played
excited.
Rob in Mortal Kombat and pretty sure you got a flawless victory.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Who was I? I don't even know.
Probably,
you were Liu Kang, I think, right?
Yeah. Who were you? You might have been Scorpion or someone.
I don't fucking know. I don't know how to play that shit.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah,
but that game's top 3 for me.
I barely know how to play it on Xbox. Except when I'm Goro, I beat that ass.
Yeah.
But I piss him off. I just do the same move over and over and over and over and over. And over and over and over and over.
But see, when I game, I don't like to beat my friend's ass like that. I don't like to crush people's spirit.
Okay.
If I don't know you like that, I will crush you. I will get under your skin. I will murder you.
Yo,
but my friends,
don't let him lie to you. He beat our ass all the time.
No, I'm not like that. Dude. I want everyone to have when I play Xbox, I want everybody to have a good time.
Yeah. So what? You just stand there and take it?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, there's been a couple Madden games.
That's real fun.
There's been a couple Madden games. You know, I'd let you guys get ahead.
Yeah. Okay, you could let us get ahead. Madden's a different story, dude. Let me tell you about this Madden game the other day. I was playing the Saints. This fucking dude. I think I might have told you, dude. I scored. Not scored. Total yards about 50 before I quit, and this was like second half. I quit. This dude was murdering me. I was getting sacked every play. Intercepted or sacked every fucking play. It was awful.
Yeah, Madden stresses me out.
It was awful. The dude was doing some shit. I don't know what he was doing, but he was fucking me.
I know some people just play all the time, like a job. You know?
Do you think they're gonna make a Kobe edition again for 2K next year?
Oh yeah.
It has to, right?
Something
Something
monstrous. Yeah. There's gonna be the whole game's gonna be dedicated to him.
I love 2K. It's time. It's basketball season now.
No, it is basketball season, but I don't know if I want 2K this year. I'm not sure.
Dude, they made the build process way better.
Yeah, I know.
It's way better than last year.
I care about I care about the gameplay issues. I don't give a fuck about presentation in video.
Yeah, no, we don't care about the fucking story.
In sports games, I don't care about that.
Yeah, we don't care about the story in 2K. Nobody cares.
No.
Just get us in the league.
Get out of that.
Get us starting. And let us win VC so we can build our character.
But
I will buy VC every 2K. I'll spend mad money on VC. I don't care.
It's crazy. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I have zero patience to be bad at 2K. Zero.
The grind is everything, man.
No. The grind is not everything. I will spend $50 on VC like this.
I like to level up.
I'll spend $100 on that game off rip.
I like to level up the classic way.
No.
Because
I don't have time for that.
It's pride, man.
No, I don't have time.
So I'm not.
Well, you're not like Matt. You're like Jord, who fucking plays 40 franchise seasons on every Madden. It'll just grind that shit out. Like it's not like he's got made up characters on every team at this point.
But I like doing that too sometimes because it's more than just playing the games. It's building your own team with your favorite players.
I guess
I like doing that myself.
That's just too long. I liked what we did last year in 2K where we had about four teams. Me, you, Mike, Jord.
Yeah, that's it.
We only had 4, but we definitely I want to get some more and do like a fantasy draft in 2K where you have your own team, you have your own salary cap and you build and you play against each other. That's mad fun.
Yeah, I would love to even throw like $10 on it, make it interesting, and just do like a little pot.
I'll tell you right now, I'm Boban Marjanovic, first rounder.
Yeah.
Unstoppable.
That's like your favorite player of all time.
100%, and you stole him from me.
I did.
Because I was confused about the re-signing process.
See, that's the thing, though. You have to be a general manager, and you have to do roster moves, too.
Yeah, and I was confused about what certain moves meant, and I let him go to free agency,
And I
and Rob
snagged
scraped
him.
him up for pennies.
Pennies. He came to a winning franchise.
I would have gave him $100 million a year.
And he wasn't worth that at all. He wasn't even worth.
I don't
like
care.
$2
I would have
million.
paid him. That's my boy. I don't even care if we lost.
That's why you're a bad GM. That's why you're not meant for franchise mode at all.
Well, that's probably why I'm a Redskins fan.
probably that's where you belong.
We'll eventually get our championships. Redskins coming back next year. We go. Ron Rivera, we're going to the bowl. I'm calling it right now. You heard it here first.
We're about to have a big old Super Bowl.
Yeah, shout out to Spence. Can't drink on the Super Bowl. That sucks.
That's actually trash.
That sucks because I'm going to be litty. I don't know about you, but this tequila got me going.
Oh, it hits.
Yeah.
It hits. The Mezcal? Do you want to take a whiff of the Mezcal?
Yeah, I'm going to try it. Oof, Jesus, fuck.
What does it say about the Mezcal here? Sweet cherry, lemon.
Ooh, that's actually really good.
You think so?
Yeah, that's mega good. That's got nice
It's
flavor
a
to it.
smoky light full of oak.
Yeah, it's not as smoky as like the Okay, first of all, let's just take it back to season 1, episode 3. We did mezcal with worm, not with a worm, with worm.
With the worm.
If you're confused about that statement, go see episode 3 of season 1. Yeah, that's not even close to as smoky as the other one.
Yeah, the other one was big smoky.
Yeah, nah, I will tell you right now, I will
Big
not eat
smoke.
another worm out of that bottle.
We ate it with a fork. I would have just swallowed that shit.
It's
whole.
classy.
Not at all.
It's classy.
Nah, you had a napkin as a bib.
Classy.
I would have swallowed it in one shot.
The thing about
Painless.
classy, Mr. Peanut is classy.
Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut is classy because he has a monocle and a top
So
hat.
what's non-classy?
Rob's not getting my reference.
What's non-classy?
You know, like chocolate covered strawberries.
That's not classy.
No. See, what's classy is you have a chocolate fountain with assorted fruit, also strawberries.
I see what you're saying.
Do you not know where this is from?
No, not at all.
This is The Office. Remember when Jim comes in as a tuxedo? Idris Elba's first episode? Oh, man, you got to rewatch that.
I've rewatched every Office episode like 3 to 4 times.
Idris Elba's first appearance in The Office, when he comes in as like a general manager above Michael Scott. This is before Michael gets fired and makes his own paper
Oh
company.
yeah.
Yo,
I know
so
you're
his
talking about.
first
He comes
day-
out in the tux.
Yeah, he comes on the tux because Dwight sent out a memo about dress code and shit.
Yeah, and he's trolling him, so
Yeah.
he wanted to overdress.
Yeah, so he overdressed, and Pam's like, it took him 45 minutes to get ready and shit. So, but they're talking about classy in the press, in the conference room with Michael, Dwight, and Pam, and everything Dwight says, well, see, you're just trying too hard. And trying too hard is just not classy. And he basically just flips everything Dwight says and just makes it his own, like in different words, and just convinces Michael that it's classy, but not the way Dwight says it, and it's fucking hilarious.
Where'd you get the strawberries part? I didn't pick up.
Because Dwight's like, oh, chocolate covered strawberries, that's classy. He goes, see, you're trying too hard.
No, I don't remember that one too.
And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, we get a fountain of chocolate with assorted fruit, maybe strawberries as an idea.
Oh, I know you're talking about, but I don't
Oh
remember.
my
I
God,
actually don't
the
remember that
classic
scene at all.
episode.
I was actually
classic.
just laughing my ass off at the gym. Just popped in my head with Joe Bennett. When Michael's talking, when Luke comes in, Michael hires his nephew as the intern.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You gotta get rid of him, Michael.
I
I'm
love him.
gonna hold you accountable." She's like, you better cover his ass like tidy whities.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cover his ass
like moss on a Mississippi tree stump. And she's like, the way I said it wasn't clear enough. He's like, no.
You had to make up your own reference.
He's like, I love him. She's like, oh no, Michael. He's like, oh no. He's my nephew.
Moss on a
man.
Mississippi tree stump.
And he puts on the southern accent too. That's the funniest part. Like, we know you don't talk like
He
that.
came up with that off the top of his head though.
Yeah, nah. He's just freestyling. You know what's one of my favorite intros, and I think we might have just watched this recently, is when he's calling about the hotel room that he booked for the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, we can't find it. And he's like, he goes through all this work to find it. And they're like, oh, it was our old system. And he's like, yeah, I'll cancel my room. And she's like, oh, there's a cancellation fee. He's like, oh, no problem. And Dwight's just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you basically got away with it. And he paid the cancellation fee for no fucking reason.
Yeah, for the Winter Olympics, when someone actually pointed out, it's so subtle, but he could have actually made a profit from booking that room 3 years ago. Or whatever it was,
And resold it?
and resold it when the Winter Olympics was approaching.
Oh, yeah,
and he could have
nah.
resold that for profit, but instead he just canceled it and paid the fee.
Oh, 100%.
And lost money on it.
Yeah.
Just
That's
to show
hilarious.
him
Just
how
so much
smart,
of an idiot he is.
how smart Michael is.
Yo.
I was actually, you know what intro I was watching, I think last night? when Michael does like 25 and one girl push up. According to Dwight.
Yo,
So
is
does,
that
like,
the episode when Stanley has a heart attack? No. Is that the episode where Stanley does 25 push-ups and he gets to go home early?
Yeah. Everyone's doing
pushes it out. He pushes it out.
And he's
all 25.
and he's struggling at like 10.
Yeah.
He's struggling at 10. They're like, oh, Stanley.
But he just wants to go home. He just wants to go home so bad.
And Michael's like, he's like, well, he's so heavy that, gravity is actually working in his favor, bringing the weight down even more.
I'm like, that makes no fucking sense.
at all.
Anything that puts you at a disadvantage.
He does all the push-ups, and then he's just like, all right, excuse me.
Yeah. He's like, I'm going home. Everything's good on pretzel day, though. Everything's good on pretzel
the works.
The works, yeah. Yeah. Dude, no, and you know what's funny about that? Earlier, he's like, nah, I can't have you go down there because you might not do it the way I like it. And he has no idea how he actually wants that pretzel.
Is that the episode when Aaron is trying to track his productivity? Or maybe Pam?
No, Pam does his... Yeah, and he has to sign the fucking reports.
Yeah,
and it makes him sign them all day. Yeah.
And
I think that's the same episode.
And he has like a 3-hour block for like creative time.
Yeah, because Jim is... That just reminded me. He was like, Michael has a list of places to say where he's at.
Colonoscopy?
When David Wallace calls and he's like trapped in an oil painting. Like, why would that be an excuse to your boss?
Michael just got back from his colonoscopy.
Yeah, and then he's on the computer. He's like, yeah, it's an examination of the lower colon with the da-da-da-da-da. He doesn't even know what the fuck it is.
I think that was the Willy Wonka episode.
Had to be.
The golden ticket.
Yo, he tries to put it on Dwight. That's mad funny, yo. And then Dwight gets rewarded and he's pissed.
Jim loses half his sales.
He's pissed that Dwight gets fucking credit for it. And he tried to put it, The Office is too funny. I don't see how people... Who's the greatest comedic actor of all time?
Comedic actor? Will Ferrell's got to be up there.
He's got to be up there. I love Will Ferrell. There's people that hate Will Ferrell, though.
Hate him?
There's people that hate his comedy. There's people that hate it.
I love that. I love his stuff.
Step Brothers is one of the greatest movies ever.
Step Brothers, yeah.
Comedy-wise.
Yeah,
but Adam Sandler has to be up there, too.
Absolutely. Adam Sandler's got to be up there.
Adam Sandler has to be up there. And I guess we were talking about this last night that I know you didn't see it, but me and Mike saw it. That he wasn't nominated for an Oscar for Uncut Gems, and everybody was saying that he should be, but the only reason why he didn't because it was Adam Sandler, and he's known for his comedic roles, and because he had like a serious role, that he didn't get considered.
Really?
Yeah, but I thought Uncut Gems was a dope ass movie, and I thought he killed that role.
Well, what was his character?
Basically, the movie's about... Are you ever going to watch it? No, so I'm just going to ruin it. If you were going to see Uncut Gems, don't listen, but I'm going to ruin it for you right now. So basically, he's a degenerate gambler. And, like, throughout the movie, like, I'm not going to lie, halfway through the movie, I was really, like, unsure about where the movie was going to go, and I kind of, like, lost interest a little bit. But then the ending came, and it wrapped everything up, and it was, like, an amazing ending. And it was, like, very unexpected. Didn't see it coming at all. But throughout the movie, he does shit where it's like, if you imagine living your life like this, you would have an immense amount of pressure and an immense amount of anxiety all the time. So basically, he gets this stone from like Africa or some foreign country. Africa's a continent, but some foreign fucking country. And it's worth a lot of money, and there's a lot of carats, a lot of diamonds. He's a jeweler, by the way. That's his career. And Kevin Garnett comes into the shop. And right now it's based around the 2012 NBA Finals. So I think the Celtics were in the finals or whatever. And so what happens is Kevin Garnett believes that there's a juju with this rock and he needs it for the finals and he wants it. But he doesn't want to sell it to him, so he gives Adam Sandler his championship ring, his finals ring. Dude, literally 5 minutes after Kevin Garnett leaves, his championship ring that Adam Sandler has, he goes directly to the pawn shop, pawns his ring. Literally 5 minutes. So he gets like 20 racks from that and goes right to the bookie, right? And makes a bet. Made the bet. So he did like a three-way parlay, hits it. But he owes somebody money. So that person found out that he owed them, like the person he owed money, he found out that he made a bet, went to the bookie and got the money. The bet was never placed. So now Kevin Garnett's ring is in the pawn shop. He can't buy it back. He also didn't win the bet. Now he's like in a fucking scramble with Kevin Garnett and all these. There's also a couple other celebrities in it where he's like got to try to win this money back. Whatever. Crazy anxiety through the whole movie. Then the ending comes. The guy he owes the money to and his bodyguards are trapped in like, you know, if you ever been to a jeweler, they have a door and then it's like bulletproof glass and it's locked. So like they're trapped in between. He trapped them. He made another 3-way parlay on Kevin Garnett. So now the ending scenes is you watching Kevin Garnett basically win the finals. They get the bet, right? He hits. He makes like $1.2 million off of like a 20 grand bet. Everybody gets paid. Everybody's happy. The dude he owes money to, happy. He's like, oh my God, can't believe it. His fucking bodyguard shoots him in the fucking head. Shoots Adam Sandler right in the fucking head. Then shoots the dude he owes money to. They clear out the fucking jewelry store and just leave.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is kind of crazy.
Nuts ending.
Whole synopsis.
Oh, it was like...
Is that an older movie or?
No, it just came out. It's like,
Oh, really?
It was in the theaters like a month ago.
Shit, that sounds nuts.
Oh, it was a nuts
Was it
movie.
an actual KG cameo too?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. He's in the whole movie.
That's
the
nuts.
Weeknd's in the movie too. It's like 100% 2012 like nostalgia.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, and then like you're watching the whole game as it went live, and it was just like you're rooting for like even if you know what's happening, you're still rooting because like you know the Celtics win, and like whatever. But like so one of his bets was like okay. So one of the 3-way parlays is the Celtics get the tip off. So like all the Celtics have to do is lose the tip off, and the bet is fucked. So like that's the odds he's playing with right now. Like he's on the fucking edge. Boom, they get the tip off. You're like, oh shit, like fuck. So then Kevin Garnett has to get like a certain amount of points and a certain amount of rebounds to qualify for the whatever. Boom, he gets the points. They win the game, and then that shit happens, and it's like. Because you think it's going to be a happy ending. And it was not a happy ending.
Yeah, because they totally took that cliche way of ending it where he just hits the bets and then pays.
And then everybody's good and like life is great.
I actually like that.
He's like, nah, boom, boom. That dude was not having it. He was so pissed. Like, and he was like here's the boss. He was like his boss's man's. And he just killed his boss because fuck it. Like, because he just was like, fuck this whole situation.
That's pretty cool.
Shit was crazy.
Can't lie.
But like, I'm not gonna lie, halfway through the movie, I was not feeling it. But if the ending didn't end like that, if it was a happy ending, I wouldn't recommend that movie.
Right.
But I ruined the whole movie for anybody that's listening.
Did you know that Adam Sandler was in the Cosby Show?
What?
When he was like a teen. I don't know if he was a teen, but he looked like he was like Theo's friend.
Really?
And you know Theo.
Yeah, I know Theo.
Theo mostly was like in high school, I think.
Yeah.
But it was like their high school prom, and Adam Sandler's in there.
Oh,
It was like
shit.
a clip of my what?
I did not realize
That's basically how we started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect Adam Sandler a lot because and everybody knows this. If you watch Adam Sandler movies, he always has his boys in his movies. Rob Schneider, David Spade, a couple other random guys that just like the guy who played Coach Klein. He's in multiple. Coach Klein from Waterboy. He's in multiple. And it's not always like crazy big parts. You've seen Mr. Deeds.
I haven't seen Mr. Deeds.
What?
Somehow I know about it, but
Oh my God.
I've seen a lot of Adam Sandler
Jesus
movies.
Christ. Well, anyway, there's a guy in Mr. All these guys are like affiliated. They all like.
Oh, yeah.
There's always like the same there's always like the same like 7 guys somewhere in the movie, even if it's not a main part. But I mean, I just think that's dope.
Yeah, I just found out Rob Schneider's an anti-vaxxer.
Oh yeah, we talked about that the other day.
Which is like weird.
Yeah,
I don't know.
which I kind of get it. I don't really do like. Did you get your flu shot?
I don't get my flu shot, but that's not a vaccine.
Oh, it's not.
I don't think so. No.
Oh, what's a
like
vaccine?
vaccines are like what you get when you're born.
Oh.
That shit.
Yeah.
From like chicken pox and shit.
Yo, real quick before we end, because I think what are you gonna wrap it up at an hour?
Yeah, that's good.
So, shout out to my boy Drew. Shout out to my girl Victoria. They just had their first baby about a month ago. We just met him the other day. Shout out to Easy E. His name's Everett. It's all cute, great, babies, fun. I held my first newborn. Was very nervous about it because I don't like that responsibility. But either way, we were talking about the bills. I'm all set. All set. I'm good.
Baby bills are a no.
Baby bills are a definite NO, but we're wrapping it up.
And you heard it here.
Boys and Bar Talk.
Don't have any babies.
Shout recipes Kobe Bryant and Gigi.